I'm Kira for Shakti Power Yoga. Go ahead and put on any music that you like in the background of this video and come lying on your back on your mat. We are going to come into a supported bridge pose, Setu Bandha Sarvangasana. Take your hands and just support your sacrum with them and release the back body onto the hands. So this is a great spinal stretch. It's really restorative. We're relaxing here. We're opening up the hip flexors and preparing for our practice. This should not work your legs in any way. As we relax here, I'm going to take a moment to tell you about our practice today. We are going to take moon salutations, Chandra Namaskara. So you should all be familiar with Surya Namaskara, your sun salutations, that are designed to activate you, get you ready for the day, particularly if they're done in the morning, to salute the sun. Chandra Namaskara is the yin to that yang. It's looking to replenish you after you become depleted or overstimulated. It's great for a nighttime routine to get you ready to sleep. Tantra yogic tradition indicates that the sun is located at the solar plexus, so right where your hands are right now, and the moon is at the crown of the head. The moon contains Amrita, which is the divine nectar of immortality. Chandra Namaskara nourishes Amrita. Set the mood from your practice by keeping low lights, maybe candles, maybe outdoors. This can be a really restorative practice for you. For women with a menstrual cycle, moon salutations are great for the contemplative, low energy, creative time around the start of the cycle. Now go ahead and lower the hips down to the ground. Cross the ankles and lift yourself up to sitting, and then bring the hands forward and come into all fours. So we're going to stay in tabletop for a moment. We're going to start thinking about the breath. So we want the breath to be slow and fluid throughout the practice. There is no need to link breath directly in movement during our flow like we do with Surya Namaskara. Instead, we're just going to keep the breath as smooth as possible and diminish the distinction between the inhale and the exhale. So we're going to start to take hip circles, start moving your hips in one direction, and as you come up towards your hands, inhale, and as you come back towards your seat, exhale. But we want to really use this circle to diminish the switch between the inhale and the exhale. So relax the throat so that air passes without a sound, and make the breath and movement as slow as possible. Great, and now we'll take the other direction. So reverse your flow. Relax and prepare the body for moon salutations. Great, come back to tabletop. Sit on your feet. So we're going to continue to try to make the breath as fluid as possible. So start moving the chest parallel to the ground in wide circles, and as it moves towards the front of the room, inhale, and then seamlessly transition to the exhale as you crunch back towards the back of the room. And switch directions. Keep this up. Next, we're going to start to flow. So, as general guidelines for Chandra Namaskara, instead of moving quickly, jumping in and out of poses as you do with Surya Namaskara, we are going to act as though we're moving through water. So transitions between poses are just as important as the poses themselves. Try to be really fluid. Okay, come back, hands to the ground, lift up into a toe stand, and rise to standing. We are going to start in mountain pose, so root the feet, lift the crown of the head towards the moon. Now we're going to take Buddha Mudra. So place the right hand, palm up, right by your navel, and then rest the fingertips and the back of the left hand on top of the right hand. Now let the thumbs come together to form a circle. Now we'll take Urdhva Hastasana, hands towards the lower back, pull your belly and chest up, and slight back bend towards the sky, head comes back. And now lower down into a lunar Uttanasana. So hands come to the ground, but big bend in the knee, chest come towards knees. And we'll come back up to stand in our upward salute. Slight back bend, supporting the lower back. And everything lowers to your forward fold. Rise back up, upward salute. And our last forward fold, keeping the knees soft, neck relaxed. Now we'll come into a high lunge. Bring the left foot back. Hands stay on the ground for this lunge. Back heel reaches towards the back wall. Draw your right hand overhead as you rotate both feet to face the side wall. Hips stay lifted. Exhale, bring the hand behind you. Inhale, reach the hand overhead. Exhale, hand comes behind you. Last time, inhale, hand overhead. Exhale, hand comes behind you. Rotate your upper body counterclockwise until you're in a wide-legged fold. And then press towards the back of the mat until you are in a half squat, Ardha Malasana. Keep your spine long. Your hands can be on the ground or in prayer pose. So now we're going to flow from half squat to the other side. Lean into the right leg, half squat here. and back towards the left, and back towards the right, and back towards the left. One more time, back towards the right, and back towards the left. Now rotate the feet to come to a high lunge on the back of the mat. Your left foot is your front foot. Hands stay towards the ground. And now bring the left foot back and find plank at the back of the mat, Kumbhakasana. Drop the knees, lower the chest, bring the hands as forward as you can, and melt into Uttanasana, puppy pose. Your chest is melting towards the ground, your chin is on the ground, and your hands are out reaching. Now we're going to slide our chest through and find cobra pose, Bhujangasana. In cobra pose, we're going to circle our shoulders down our back a few times in one direction, and then a few times in the other direction. Move spontaneously, however you feel you need to move. And now hips lift back to downward facing dog, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Right leg lifts up into Ekapada Adho Mukha Svanasana, three-legged dog. You can keep your hips straight or rotate them, the choice is yours. And now sweep right leg through to high lunge again, hands stay down. Left leg comes up to meet the right, easy forward fold here. Palms face up, big bend in the knees. Rise up to Urdhva Hastasana. Hands to lower back as you pull the belly and chest upwards. 2 more times, down to forward fold. Up to upward salute. Down to forward fold. Up to upward salute. And now find Tadasana with the Buddha Mudra again. Great job. We're going to take the other side now. So stay for a moment in Tadasana. The Buddha Mudra has your hands near your center of gravity. Your body will concentrate on very gentle and subtle levels here. This in turn will help your mind concentrate and encourage healing and wholeness. Using the Buddha Mudra creates the perfect balance of thought, resting in the senses, and finding tranquility. Back to lunar Uttanasana, upward salute. And your forward fold here. Upward salute. Forward fold, chest really reaches towards the thighs. Upward salute. And your last forward fold. Now we're going to bring the right foot back to high lunge. And we'll take Somachandrasana on this side. So draw your left hand overhead as you turn both feet counterclockwise till they reach the side wall. Hips stay lifted. Now your hand circles back, chest stays facing the side wall. And again, hand reaches up towards the front of the room and back towards the back of the room. Back to the front of the room and back towards the back of the room. Now rotate your upper body clockwise until you are in a wide-legged forward fold. And continue towards the front of the mat until you reach Ardha Malasana on the right leg. Shift back towards the left. And front towards the right. Back towards the left. And front towards the right. Plant the palms. Come to the front of the mat in a lunge over the right foot. To plank, Kumbhakasana. Bring your knees to the floor, engage the lower belly, walk your hands out and melt your heart down to the earth, chin to ground. Anahatasana, puppy pose. Slide the chest through, find Sahaja Bhujangasana, flowing cobra. This time we're going to take circles with the neck, drop the head down, take big circles in one direction. And now the other direction. And lift back, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Left foot rises into the air, Ekapada Adho Mukha Svanasana. Hip can stay level or rotate, the choice is yours. And left foot comes forward into high lunge, hands stay down. Come back to your easy forward fold. And rise up, upward salute. Forward fold. Upward salute. Forward fold. Upward salute. Hands come forward to Tadasana with the Buddha Mudra. We are going to flow through one more time on each side. This round will be a little bit faster. So find upward salute, forward fold, upward salute, forward fold, upward salute, forward fold. Left foot back into high lunge. Soma Chandrasana, nectar of the moon, hand over head. And hand comes back. Hand over head. Hand comes back. Hand over head. Hand comes back. Now rotate the body counterclockwise until wide-legged forward fold. And sit back, half squat on the left leg. Half squat on the right side. Back to left. Back to right. Back to left. Open up into high lunge on the back of the mat. Plank pose. Puppy pose. Cobra pose. Sway the hips from side to side here, like a pendulum. Lift back, downward facing dog. Right leg up. Right leg swings through high lunge. Forward fold. Upward salute. Forward fold. Upward salute. Forward fold. Upward salute. And back to the Buddha Mudra. One last flow on the other side. Upward salute. Forward fold. Upward salute. Forward fold. Upward salute. Forward fold. Right foot steps back. Nectar of the moon pose. Hand to the front. Hand comes back. Hand to the front. Hand comes back. Hand to the front. Hand comes back. Rotate the body clockwise until you find wide-legged forward fold. And then sit back. Squat over the right leg. Now the left leg. Right leg. Left leg. Right leg. And rotate high lunge. Plank pose. Puppy pose. Slide through cobra pose. Same thing with the hips, slide them back and forth like a pendulum. and downward facing dog. Left foot lifts. Left foot slides through high lunge. Forward fold. Lower down onto the mat. Come into Balasana, child's pose, and we're going to take a variation called tadpole pose. So once your hands are extended out, reach them up towards the sky so that palms find each other. Stay here and relax. This was a great practice. We're going to cool down a little bit more. Lower the hands and walk them back up. And bring the feet out to find bound ankle pose, Baddha Konasana. We are going to chant one Om here to express our connectivity with the universe and with ourselves. Take an exhale and then an inhale. Come out of bound ankle pose and come to lie on the back. Plant the feet into the ground. Take your left foot and bring it onto the right knee. And then splay both feet out towards the right. Up through center. We'll take the other side. Right leg comes to left knee. Both legs move towards the left. Right shoulder stays down. Gaze towards the right. Come back through center. And find Shavasana. Wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. Roll onto one side. Use your bicep as a pillow and rest here. And slide up to find a seat. Great practice today. I hope this practice served as a recovery for you for any stress going on in your life, physical from any kind of athletic endeavors, or mental from work or other stressors. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Hands come to heart in prayer. thumb knuckles to third eye. Bow forward. Namaste. Great practice. You can subscribe to my channel by clicking over here, or check out this video for another restorative practice.